Hey everyone, welcome to the Breakthrough Entrepreneurs Show, where we empower entrepreneurs to overcome the challenge of work-life balance, burnout, break bad, old, unhealthy, negative habits, behaviors, build new habits, create new rituals, new routines. I'm your host, Muhammad Faraj, and today our topic is do something you love in your entrepreneurial life. One of the things that I learned from my own personal experience, and this means that I've lived so many years in my life, and one of the things that I learned, and I am so grateful, so blessed, so thankful that I identified this thing about me. And I identified something very powerful in life, and I think every entrepreneur or a solopreneur or a family who runs a business from home or every company owner or business owner needs to know about this powerful thing in life, that do something you love in life and don't do things that you don't love. Please do not waste your time, do not waste your energy, do not waste any effort on doing things that you don't love in life. But I know it's not easy. It will take time. It will take so much effort to get to know and identify exactly what you love, what you don't love. And it requires doing so many tests, experiments, and try things in life. Then you will find out exactly what your hearts love and what you don't love. So this episode is powerful, and I think every entrepreneur should listen to this episode because this topic is very important in our life. And once we learn about this powerful thing in our life, we will start to do things that we love in our life and replace and break and remove things from our life that we don't love, that we don't like so much, that we don't enjoy. So stay tuned in this episode and you will learn about this powerful thing that you can apply it in your own entrepreneurial life, and it can be a game changer in your entrepreneurial journey. So I learned from my own personal experience that I want to do things that I love in my life. And to be honest with you, I didn't know about this. It took me many years to learn about this. And I wish I knew about this earlier on in my life. But it wasn't very obvious to me. It wasn't very clear to me. It took me many years, so many tries and errors, and so many tests. And I tested so many stuff in my life and done so many experiments until I really find out and identified what my heart's love and what I don't love. So if you do things in life that you love, that interest you, that brings so much happiness, enthusiasm, motivation into your life, I promise you, you will live a very happy, powerful life. You will find so much meaning in your life. You will find so much happiness in your life. You will act very happy. You will move very happy. You will talk to everyone happily. You will show your happiness everywhere, in your family, in your business, at your work, everywhere. You will show happiness on your face. Why? Because you really identified what your heart wants, what you love to do, what you love to try, how you want to live a life that is full of love, care, compassion. That's the kind of life we want to live, because we don't want to live a life that doesn't bring us so much joy, so much happiness. We want to live a life that is full of love, care, and things that are bringing so much joyful feelings into our hearts. But if you don't do things that you love, you will find yourself that you're doing things like, I don't know, you're doing things just based on your environment, or you're doing things just based on what other thinks about you, or you end up doing things in life randomly. You don't know sometimes why you're doing certain things and if they are making you happy or not. But once you really identify what brings so much love, happiness, care into your heart, you will start to live a life with meaning, with a purpose. You will live a life differently. You will start to focus on putting your time, your energy, your effort on things that you love, and remove anything that doesn't bring you love, care, happiness, compassion into your life. So I've been so blessed, I've been so grateful, so happy of identifying really what I love, like what my heart loves. I want to do things, I want to try things, I want to make things in life and build things in life based on my love, based on my care, based on my compassion, based on what my heart wants, not what my heart don't want. So this is very powerful, and unfortunately so many entrepreneurs out there, so many solopreneurs, so many families, so many people, they really haven't identified what they love and what they don't. And so many times, to be honest with you, we do things in life even though we know that we don't love doing this or repeating them, but we still do them because we didn't really sit with ourselves and ask powerful questions about ourselves. We really didn't study our heart, ourselves. We didn't really identify exactly what do we love in our life and what do we don't love in our life. So we end up repeating things, doing things in life, despite the fact that the things that we are doing in our life, we're just doing it randomly and without any intention, without any clarity, without any goal, without any purpose, without any reason. And we don't know that the things that are we doing now, whether they are good for us or bad for us, or we just do them, but we don't know if we love them or not. So for me, I really identified that my heart loves success, and I love helping others. I love serving others. I love people. I love doing things for others. I love doing things that brings me so much happiness, so much excitement, so much enthusiasm inside my heart. And I started to remove, break, replace things that doesn't bring me any love, any joy, any excitement into my heart. And I started to tell myself, why the hell would I do things that I don't love, that I don't enjoy, that doesn't make me happy? I don't have to. No one can force me to do those things. And why the hell am I doing them then? So I had to take an inventory over my own life, and I started to focus on doing things that I love and remove, replace, break anything that doesn't bring me any joy, any great, wonderful feelings that I don't love. So, for example, for me, I love sport. I am a type of person who's crazy in love in sport. I love it. It's a part of my identity. It's the part of who I am. I love sport. Wherever I go, I do sport. Some of my time in my daily life, my daily entrepreneurial life, is being invested on doing sport. I love it. I love doing sport. It brings me so much happiness. It brings me so much joyful feelings. It makes me a happy, positive, healthy person. I improve my health whenever I do sport. Whenever I finish a certain workout or a training or long running or doing mountain bike, man, I come back home. I feel so happy. I feel so light. I feel enthusiastic. I feel driven. All my thoughts, the thoughts that are prompted in my subconscious mind, they are very powerful, positive, happy thoughts. I get those wonderful, incredible feelings in my heart whenever I finish a workout or a training or a long running or biking. So sport makes my heart full of love, full of care. Whenever I do sport, I start to love people. I start to love my life. I start to love helping others, serving others. Whenever I do sport, I start to love my work. I start to love my world, my country, my people, my community. Whenever I do sport, I come back home feeling excited, happy, enthusiastic, driven, and I can't wait to do the next workout, to train again. Sometimes I even train extra, even though I should have been taking recovery and resting my body, but I can't. Sometimes I can't even control myself because I love it so much. I tell everyone I'm someone who loves sport. I love sport. Sport is a big part of my life. But, I don't do too much sport either, because doing so much sport and doing high intensity workout training and exhausting my body, draining my energy, leaving me depleted, that's not good for my health. So I try to not do very intensive or very high intensity workout or training. So I try to protect my focus, my productivity, my energy, my time. But I still do sport. Sport will always be a part of my entrepreneurial journey. Sport will always be a part of my identity. Sport will always be inside my heart. And look what sport did to me. Because of sport, I'm able to study. Because of sport, I'm able to run an online business. Because of sport, I'm able to record this podcast episode. Because of sport, I go out and help that sport club, that gymnastics club, helping those young children, those young kids, those young girls with their dream. Helping them learn and train gymnastics so they can compete, so they can win in their favorite sport. Look what sport did to me. Sport makes me a very happy and positive person and optimistic. Every time I go out, I meet people. Every time I do my work, every time I show up at the gym, every time I show up to my friends, to the people around me, I'm constantly happy, enthusiastic, excited, high energy, activated, thanks to the sport. Sport has a big, powerful, positive impact in my life. So I love repeating sport. I love doing sport. I love talking about sport. I love watching sport. In fact, whenever I visit friends, I would watch sport with them because I enjoy watching NHL, MLB, or NBA. So I love sport. Sport is inside my heart. In fact, even when I worked in my old job, working at a Swedish private elementary school, sport was a big reason for me to work at that school. And sport helped me a lot, and it was very beneficial even for those students, for those kids' life. While I was working at that school, I would constantly wear sport clothes whenever I went to work. I would constantly do games and physical activities and sport activities at that school. So kids and children, students, they would always run to me and they would ask me, please, can you prepare a game for us? Can you prepare a physical activity or a sport activity for us? We want to do sport, we want to do physical activity, we want to play a game, we want to enjoy our school time. And even school and parents, they were so happy when I was doing sport and physical activities and games at that school, because they know that those activities, those sport games would have a very positive effect on their kids' health. Because we all need to move our bodies. We all need to do sport to protect our health, to protect our age, to protect ourselves from many diseases. So sport is incredible and powerful area in our lives, whether at work, whether in business, whether in entrepreneurship, whether at schools, in families. So sport is very important and everyone should do sport in life. So that's why I love sport. I can see how much benefits we get from doing sport. So even athletic people, they're happy people, they're healthy people, they are smart people. Athletic people, they're creative people. Athletic people, they're happy people. Athletic people in sport, they are successful people. It doesn't matter regardless which sport. So that's why I do sport, because I love it so much. I've been doing sport since I was very child. I played football or soccer ball. I learned how to play hockey. I learned how to play floorball. I learned how to play basketball. I've done so many kinds of sports. I've been doing long running, mountain biking. I go to the gym, and I even done half marathon. Why? I do all of this, and I've done all of these activities, all of these events, because I love sport. And the other thing that I love is I love Swedish people, especially the kids, the young generation. I love them so much. I care about them so much. I believe in them so much. Why? Because they're humans, because they deserve love, because they deserve to be happy, because they deserve to be healthy, because they deserve to be successful, because they deserve to enjoy their life. And I love making them happy. I can't tell you that how much I love those young Swedish kids. I love them so much. They're very adorable. They're very funny. They're very happy. They do things so often that makes me happy. And whenever I work with kids, I'm so often happy, excited, driven, and I laugh a lot. I love kids. I love them so much. For some people, maybe they love their own kids. Maybe for some people, they just work with kids because they like or they enjoy working with kids, but they don't have so much love. But for me, I am so crazy in love in working with kids. I love them so much. I love having them around me. I love being around them. I love working with kids. I love helping kids. I love making kids happy. I love making them healthy. So when I worked at that private elementary Swedish school here in Sweden, my goal every day was to make those kids, those students, feel happy, healthy, and successful during their school days. So I contributed so often into their health, into their happiness, into their success. I helped them a lot. I loved them a lot. I served them a lot. And every time their parents, their moms, their dads, their teachers, they would always tell me, good things about me. They would always praise me. They would always encourage me, motivate me, and tell me how wonderful I am. And they were always thankful, grateful, and appreciated for my effort, for my energy, for my work in helping those kids at that school. And the amazing thing that I learned from working with kids or working with people that I love from bottom of my heart is that I found my purpose. I found a meaningful life working with those kids. Whenever I looked at those kids' faces, whenever I looked at their eyes, they reminded me of who I am, who I should be, who I am supposed to be. They were telling me, Muhammad, we love you, we care about you, you make us happy, you help us. And this was filling up my heart with so much love, care, compassion. I worked at that school. I remember I was happy, excited, driven, enthusiastic every day, every minute, every hour, every week at that school. I felt like going to school. It was so fun and enjoyable experience. I didn't feel like I was working. I didn't even look at time because I was enjoying and having fun and feeling happy every minute of that school day, every minute of those hours. I didn't feel like even when the time was passing by because I was enjoying my work. I loved my job. I loved working with those kids. So I love them and I will always love them. And I will always help them. I will always stand for them. I will always support them. I will always show them that I am there for them. I love doing it. Some people don't. Some people don't care so much about kids. Some people, they stay away. Some people, they don't care so much about even their own kids and not about other kids. But for me, I love all kids. I love them. I want to be a part of their healthy life. I want to be a part of their happy life. I want to be a part of their successful life. My love for those kids is unlimited, is endless. So that's who I am. Maybe you're different. Maybe some people say different things or they love different things. Maybe some people don't agree with me. But for me, I know what I love. I know my heart loves being with kids. My heart loves enjoying time with kids. I love working with kids. Not so many do, but I do. And the other thing that I find out and I identified recently that I love so much in my life, that I love success. I love succeeding, man. I'm so crazy driven when it comes to success. Success is like written above my head. I love success. Success is in my heart. I love succeeding. I love succeeding in building good, healthy, positive relationships. I love succeeding at the gym. Whenever I do my workout, whenever I train, I don't distract myself. I keep my mobile phone away. I don't look at my mobile phone. I don't talk too much. I don't scroll on social media during a workout, during a training. I am crazy, laser focused when I'm at the gym, when I'm doing my training. I don't waste time. I don't spend too much time at the gym or doing workout. I work out faster. I run faster. I mountain bike faster. I cycle faster. I run faster. I love training. I love feeling successful whenever I leave that gym, whenever I complete a running or a mountain biking. I love success, man. I love succeeding in business. I love being an entrepreneur. I always remind myself I am going to become a very successful entrepreneur and I will break through in my own business. I love success. Success is in my heart. That's what I love. That's what I chase. That's what I'm crazy in love with. I love success. Some people don't. Some people like wasting their time, wasting their energy, wasting their life. They're constantly sitting home watching TV or Netflix or a stupid show or a stupid movie. Some people, they waste so much time just sitting and talking and just doing things that is not healthy, that are not beneficial. They don't love adding value in other people's life. They don't love making a difference. But for me, I love making a difference. I love helping. I love serving. I love success. I love being called successful. My day should be a successful day. Every day. It has to be. It must be. I love success. I don't date. I don't waste my time on social media. I don't go and hang out during the weekends. I don't go to restaurants. I don't spend too much time on activities, events, or with people that don't bring me so much joy, happy, or joyful feelings. I love success. I want to be successful in my day. I want to be successful whenever I implement my morning routine. I want to be successful whenever I complete my evening routine. I want to feel successful whenever I complete a certain project or a task for my business. I love succeeding in studies. I love succeeding in learning how to program or computer science. I love building things. I love creating things. I love designing things. I love success. Success is a part of my identity because I love it so much. And successful people, they're happy people. They're positive people. They're hopeful people. They're extraordinary people. That's why we become successful in our life, in our entrepreneurship, in our relationships, in our fitness life. Because we love success. Because success is our main goal. So I love success. I have a vision for my future. I have goals. I have dreams. I have plans. I have projects, tasks. I have routines. I have things that has to get done every day. They are all connected to success. Because whenever I complete them, whenever I implement those, I feel successful. And when I feel successful, I feel so happy. And I find myself doing things that I love. Not doing things that I don't love. I don't love failure. I don't like failing. I don't like making mistakes. I don't like bad habits. I hate distractions. I don't like them. I don't like leaving my work and going and scrolling on social media. I don't like leaving my work and saying yes to people and I should have said no to them. I don't like waste my time going to restaurants or sitting in a coffee shops and talking and wasting my time, wasting my energy. No, I don't like it. I don't love it. So that's why I don't do it. I'm free. That's my life. This is how I am. This is how I want to be. That's my own life. And I do things that I love. And I try to stay away from things that I don't love. I don't love dating. I don't download apps like Tinder or I don't know, all those other bullshit apps. No, I don't like. I'm not so interested in dating or I don't know, building love, relationships, all that. No, I don't love it. I don't know. Maybe you agree with me or not. Maybe you think I'm weird or maybe you think I'm very strange or call me whatever you want. But I don't love it. I don't enjoy it so much. But I love going out and helping girls. I love serving them. I love supporting them. I love creating opportunities for them. I love contributing into their success. I love them so much. I have so much respect for all my listeners, for all the girls, for all the females in this world. But I'm not so interested in dating. That's not me. That's not who I'm meant to be. I love using every minute. I love using every hour, every day, every week, every month on things that I love, on success, on helping others, serving others, on doing things that I love. So please sit with yourself, journal down, ask yourself questions. What do you really love? What do you really want to do in your life for your future? And what you don't? What are some of those things that you're doing them that you know that you don't love them so much? Maybe you do them because of your habits, because of your behaviors, because of your routines. Maybe you do them because you are affected by others, by your environment. So get deep down and journal and just try to dig down and ask yourself, what do you love? What are those things that make you happy, joyful, excited? So start doing things that you love. Maybe, for example, maybe you love being an entrepreneur or building a business. So do that. Start that business. Make it a goal. And work on becoming that person, that entrepreneur that your heart loves being. Work on it. Take actions on it. Stay consistent. At least, even if it's hard, even if the journey contains so many challenges, obstacles, hinders, but at least you're doing something you love. You're using your time, your energy, your effort on something you love, not what you don't love. So you don't end up wasting so much time, so much energy, so much effort on things that you don't really love. But when you identify what you love, you will work very hard on it. Doing things that you love will help you protect your time, protect your energy, protect your productivity, protect your focus. When you do things that you love, you become laser focused. It doesn't matter how hard they are, how complex they are. When you do things you love, your passion, your compassion will help you go through all those challenges, all those setbacks, all those failures, and you will finally accomplish something in your future that you love. So do things in life that you love and don't listen to others. Don't do things according to others, or don't accept other people's opinions. No, listen to your heart. Listen to your heart. Know what your heart loves and do that. And don't do things that your heart don't love. Please, you're just wasting your time. You're just wasting so much time and energy and effort. Do things that you love in your life so you can live a happy, fulfilled, and successful life. For example, Elon Musk, do you think he was able to take all those risks and go through all those challenges? And how many times he faced failures? How many times setbacks, obstacles came on his way? But none of that stopped him from creating or building that X-Base company or building Tesla. None of those challenges, none of those failures stopped him, because he did something he loves. That's why look what he done now. Look how successful he is now. He is the richest person in the world. Why? Because he mentioned this in one of his interviews, that do something you love. Do something that your heart loves, that your heart wants, and don't do things that you don't love. I remember I had a Zoom call with a successful entrepreneur and a company owner here in Sweden. He's my friend, and I had a Zoom call with him, and we were talking and discussing about entrepreneurship, about starting a business and building a company. So I asked him, I told him, how did you succeed in your company? How were you able to build that company? So I remember he mentioned that, Muhammad, 8 or 9 companies they fail out of 10 companies. So many companies they start and then they fail. But even though I did it, I was able to succeed and build a successful company. You know why? Because he told me, Muhammad, I loved it. I loved doing something great in my life. I loved building that company. I invested all my time, all my energy, all my money in building that company. It took so much time. It took so much hard work. But I was able to do it. I was able to succeed in building that successful company because he told me I loved it from my heart, like I loved it from inside my heart. So that's why I succeeded and became a very successful entrepreneur, because I did something that I love. But not so many people can handle that. So many people, they will start a business or start a company, and as soon as they fail and they give up and they go and do something else. But people who love what they do, they would never give up. They would never give up on any setback or any failure. They continue doing it because they do something they love in their own entrepreneurial life. That's it. That's what I got for you in this episode. I hope you enjoyed watching or listening to this content and you learned this powerful thing in life, that it's very, very important that we do things that we love in our life and we do not do things that we don't love, so we can live a happy, healthy, fulfilled and successful entrepreneurial life. Thank you so much for watching or listening, and I can't wait to publish a new episode. Bye everyone. That wasn't bad.